Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 9 in season number 6 of the NOFSRL Turkey Hill Truck Series. We are here at the Texas World Speedway. It is the BC Rich Guitars 250 here in College Station, Texas. 32 laps around this 2-mile racetrack. We're going to have ourselves one heck of a show here today, as we always do. However, a couple of new factors in this year's Texas World Race. We have a slightly different aero package. These guys will most likely not be racing in the big pack that they used to. We would see a lot of 3 and 4 wide. We wanted to cut back on that because a lot of wrecks occurred under that scenario, so they're going to spread out a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more single file, which is alright, because that means these guys are going to battle it out even harder to make these passes. And secondly, we will also have pit stops in today's event, and we've never had pit stops in a Texas World Speedway race in the Turkey Hill Truck Series before, so that'll definitely shake things up as well. We got the number 5 Eli Bright starting on the pole position. He is yet to finish inside the top 10. As a matter of fact, both drivers who have yet to finish inside the top 10 this season are starting top 10 here today. Eli Bright on the pole, Josh Williamson in the 7th position. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, Fisher G, I believe he has 6 top 10 so far this year. He's the points leader, 234 points towards the championship. He starts rather deep in the field, however, for this race, so we'll have to see if anyone can get him in the championship standings. Dan Park is 20 points behind. McAngelo Nwangwu 35 points behind. Cole Sampson, who won a Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago, is 50 points behind. Skylar Perry, Emily Anderson, and Madison Toll all 53 points behind. Coming into this, the 9th race of the season. And yesterday in qualifying, Eli Bright in the number 5 with the fastest time. Alongside him, first time we've seen Jason Tucker in quite a while here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. Of course, Ryan Arani, the owner of this team. Haven't seen the front too much this season, but they got a pretty good starting position considering that passing is going to be difficult. And working your way through the field is going to be difficult here today. They are in a good prime position to possibly win this race. Jesse Turner has never won before in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. He is alongside Edwin Mendez in row number 2. Trey Smith alongside Madison Toll, Atlanta winner there, starting in the 6th position. Josh Williamson and Chris Skinler in row number 4. Shane Lake and John Arndt. This is a home race for him. Goes to Texas A&M here in College Station. Would love to win the one and only race of Texas World we have all year long here on Napa Fan. The top 10 starting positions here today for this race. Like I mentioned, a 32-lap event. We will have pit stops at the end of the race. If things go green the whole way through, we'd expect those pit stops to begin around lap 23, lap 24. We'll have to watch out for those guys coming onto the pit lane as well, because last week at the Texas Motor Speedway, that became a critical factor on who won the race. It completely turned the race upside down and gave Chase Marks his 2nd win of the season, the first driver to win multiple races this season, after he was staying out on the racetrack. It's a little bit longer than everyone else. I was able to put a lot of guys on the tail end of the lead lap and pass a couple of guys to get the race victory at the end last week of Texas. Hopefully that will not happen this week, where we have a situation like that and everyone can finish on the lead lap. But you never know. It's Texas World. The BC Rich Guitars 250 is green. Let's have some fun here in College Station. And lap 1 will be led by Eli Bright. Bonus point towards the championship for him. I'm wondering if there's an issue on Adam Garcia in the number 94. Appears that he did not get going there, and he has fallen off of the pace. We'll have to see if that becomes an issue. Of course, as long as everyone crosses the line, it's green flag. Jason Tucker filing right behind Eli Bright. Jesse Turner in 3rd. Now, if you guys saw Holodega, I would expect a race very similar to that, where these guys kind of stay in a single file line for a while, but then trying to make a move as the race goes on. Of course, Jason Tucker's going to try it right now. It is difficult to work the inside lane here at the Texas World Speedway. Going to need some help if you're going to make that move work. Jesse Turner going to try to get a run on the outside of Jason Tucker as he pushes Eli Bright on the outside. And it looks like Turner's going to get the second position. Great run on the outside for the first ever winner on NAPAFAM. Now, I will say this, Jesse Turner won the Craftsman Throwback Series race in Michigan. Very similar trucks, very similar racetrack. So Turner knows how to get it done on this configuration in a truck. We'll have to see if he can do so here today. He's going to get a run on Eli Bright, but he's not going to take the pass. Jason Tucker's going to try to the inside. I don't think he's going to get a run. Turner going to stay with Eli Bright for now on the outside lane. Bright's going to clear. Jason Tucker on the inside, and we got Tucker and we got Turner. They're mixing me up there. Tucker trying to get to the inside of Turner for the second position. Here comes Shane Lake. He's going to get a run on these guys. Attempt to go 3 wide for second. Great run for Shane Lake and Diego Pez, the owner of this team. That's going to slow those guys down and allow Eli Bright to pull away just a little bit. Jason Tucker going to clear in the middle to the inside of Jesse Turner and take second away. Here comes Chase Marks going for 2 in a row. And his third win of the season. He's on the inside of Madison Toll and Trey Smith. Great run there for Chase Marks on the inside of Madison Toll. Gonna try to work that inside lane to his advantage. Here comes John Art. All these guys inside the top 10 right now. All of them chasing Eli Bright for the race lead. Edwin Mendez up here. Top 5 run for him at the moment. To the inside of Jesse Turner for 4th. Not going to get the run there. Something we will see throughout the day. That inside lane sometimes has to check it up, and that will slow the inside lane down and allow the outside lane to get a run. There goes Jesse Turner, and we might go 3 wide for the race lead. We will. Shane Lake in the middle. Great run on Eli Bright, but Turner has a nose to the inside of the 77. He's not going to get the run down there. Shane Lake, new leader here at Texas World. That was a great run there for the driver of the number 77. Turner is now in a battle with Eli Bright for second. He's going to clear him, and Bright's going to fall back again. Edwin Mendez with a great run to the inside of the number 5. So Shane Lake showed us right there that a pass can easily be made. He had a great run on Eli Bright off of turn number 4 and held that momentum all the way to turn number 1. And I think it actually helped that Turner was going to the inside of him, because that allowed Shane Lake to run the middle line through turns 1 and 2 and get the pass made on Eli Bright. Turner, however, trying to get a run on Shane Lake for the race lead, and around Trey Smith. No caution. They keep it together somehow, but John Ort has damage. The 05 got caught up in that one with Trey Smith. They tangled down the backstretch. Green flag remains in the air. They all kept it together, and they're all still going for the race lead. Jesse Turner on Shane Lake. Will he be able to get the run entering turn number 1? Edwin Mendez going to try to make it 3 wide for the race lead. A great run for the 63. But Turner's going to take it away. Great run for Jesse Turner here at Texas World, new race leader once again. Already on lap 8, our 3rd different leader of the race here in the BC Rich Guitars 250. Next time by a quarter. Just a quarter of the way through this race here at Texas World. Already a wild one here. And all those guys involved in an accident able to continue. They're still running in this pack. John Arndt in the 05 was significantly caught up in that one along with Trey Smith. Trey Smith is currently battling for a top 5. No, battling for a top 10 position, I do believe. Currently in the 6th position after getting turned there. And John Arndt just outside the top 10. That actually hurt John Arndt more than it did Trey Smith. Back to the race lead. It is really heating up, and Turner got past. Edwin Mendez to the inside. Chase Marks is here. Ace Garcia. Haven't really seen much of Garcia this season. And then number 55 for Scott Lyle in SL Racing. But here they are. And the guy who almost got turned 2 laps ago getting around, our former race leader in Jesse Turner. And Shane Lake as well. Everybody getting a run on Turner. Turner must not have had a good corner off of turn 2. And now Chase Marks goes to the inside for the race lead. Well, we knew there wasn't going to be as much passing as last year, but So far, we've had now 5 lead changes in the first 10 laps, so maybe I'm actually wrong about that. In the test races, one guy would actually stay out and lead possibly the first 15 laps of the race. That has not been the case here. But Chase Marks trying to take advantage of the lucky break he got at Texas last week. Looking for his 3rd win of the year already right there for Robin Hood Racing, and Christian Russell. He's got a lap led and a bonus point. Edwin Mendez going to try 3 wide as Ace Garcia has a run to the inside. That's what's happening. A lot of these guys get runs, and then it slows them down as they go side by side down the front stretch. And with that, the 3rd place guy comes in, makes it 3 wide, and it allows the middle line to get the advantage through the corner. And that's what happened right there with Ace Garcia. Another new race leader here at Texas World. Jesse Turner in the number 75, holding on the 6. How about Matthew Brown? Andrews Racing. This is the one race I think Andrews Racing wants to win more than any of them this season. Of course, they're based in Texas, and of course, with this being the only Texas World race, it's a very special one for all the teams that participate in it. Matthew Brown with a great run on the inside right there. Owen Miles is up here. Emily Anderson, Watkins Glen winner. Cole Sampson inside the top 10 right now. But Ace Garcia pulling away in the 70, or should I say, the 55. Jesse Turner in the 75, working his way back on the inside there with Trey Smith and Edwin Mendez. Chase Marks going to fall back. Emily Anderson, Cole Sampson getting to the inside of Owen Miles. Fisher G right there, our points leader, currently in the 16th position. Dan Park is the driver right behind him. And I mean that in points and on the racetrack as well, because Dan Park's only 1 position behind him. So not too bad for Dan Park in relation to our points leader. McAngelo and the Wangwoo's fallen back quite a bit, actually. He's all the way down in the 32nd position. And an update on Adam Garcia. He's a lap down now. Looks like he's still out there. Might be down a cylinder in that 94. Not entirely sure. Another tough break for Josh Williamson. Down in the 35th position. His team has not caught a break this season, and we're just not figuring that truck out yet. Back to the race lead. Ace Garcia continuing to hold on. Edwin Mendez now up to 2nd, and this is what we were seeing more of when we were doing some test runs here. These guys getting single file out front, that's when it gets difficult to make a pass. When they're all 2 and 3 wide behind you, and even getting 2 wide for the race lead, and that's when the passing occurs a lot. But once they're all in a single file line, it's very difficult to get a run on a guy because no one's getting a disadvantage. Turner's going to try to take 4th away from Matthew Brown. Trey Smith, who, remember, got turned into John Art earlier on in this race, is now up to the 3rd position. I'm wondering if he has a little bit of a dent there on that right side and helping him out with the aerodynamics here. Of course, this is a very high-speed racetrack, the Texas World Speedway. Aerodynamics means a lot here. And Trey Smith looking to get a run on Edwin Mendez. That is for 2nd. Derek Hamill, the owner of this team, Go Neum Racing. They're definitely going fast at this moment right now to the inside of Mendez. That's going to help Ace Garcia out. Garcia has solidified himself as the race leader, has led the past few laps in the number 55 machine. Jesse Turner has a run here to the inside of Edwin Mendez. He's going to push Trey Smith through the middle. Cole Sampson to the inside of Chase Marks and Shane Lake. Not going to get it, and a great run for Jesse Turner and Trey Smith. Turner going to try to get to the inside of the 35. Turner has no help there on the inside. The outside with a really good push there. They're right to the back bumper of Ace Garcia once again. Next time by, we're going to be halfway through the BC Rich Guitars 250 here at Texas World. Like I said, we'd expect this set of pit stops to occur around lap 23, lap 24. Ace Garcia leads the halfway point of this race. I believe he's led the most laps so far in this race. Great job out of the number 55 team so far in this one. Jesse Turner to the inside of Trey Smith, going to try to take 2nd away. Chase Marks pushing Shane Lake on the inside. Dan Park has surpassed Fisher G on the racetrack. He's pushing Eli Bright to the inside of Seth Cole. Whereas Fisher G is here as well. He has not fallen off from the 2 that much. I would imagine the points lead's going to probably remain about the same. However, guys like Nwangwu and Skylar Perry are going to fall back a little bit more than what they were. Cole Sampson's going to get a pretty good run, especially if things stay the way they currently are running at. We got a 3-wide battle for the race lead, and Turner back to the inside. Turner's definitely got to watch out for in this race here today. I think he knows that this is a huge opportunity for him to win his first ever Turkey Hill Truck Series race. Remember, he's been in this series longer than most of these drivers he's racing with right now. Of course, he's been on Napa Van longer than anybody else. We're going to run into Adam Garcia, and the outside lane's going to get held up, and Turner's going to drive right by him. That's got to hurt there for Ace Garcia and the number 55, and they got to be careful not to stack it up, but they are. They're going to be bunched up entering the corner, I do believe, and they could be bunched up exiting the corner, and down the backstretch is where we see a lot of the wrecks that take place here. Chase Marks losing a ton of ground. Shane Lake losing a ton of ground. They're all stuck behind Adam Garcia trying to get around him. And Adam Garcia, remember, had an issue at the start of the race, and that kept him from joining this pack. Now all these guys bunched up. They have to be super careful not to wreck here. It's Chris Skinlar continuing to get held up. Alexander Rowe in the 19 as well. Zachary Fitzwater in the 9. All still stuck behind Adam Garcia, but the rest of these guys have pulled out. Jesse Turner continues to lead this race. And it looks like Williamson has an issue in the number 99. He's fallen off. He's 10 seconds off the race lead. It looks like he's lost a cylinder. Remember, he started 7th. Doesn't look too good for him. They close back in on Turner. Matthew Brown is now in 2nd. Trey Smith tried to get to the inside of him. Edwin Mendez, Owen Miles, the top 5. Pole sitter Eli Bright. How about Emily Anderson, Fisher G? A lot of new faces inside the top 10 after they ran into Adam Garcia there. And I think these guys are probably planning for the set of pit stops that's about to occur. Matthew Brown trying to make a run on Jesse Turner. He's not going to get it there. Turner with a great run on the outside. Fight Hard Racing, Jason Holman, the owner of this team, with possibly the most experienced driver in this field at the helm of their race truck, Jesse Turner, in the number 75. Trey Smith in the 35, right behind the 57. Edwin Mendez, Emily Anderson, and how about Fisher G? And Adam Garcia really helped Fisher G out here. Trying to get another great run here and trying to extend that points lead. All the guys who are behind him in the point standings, with the exception of Emily Anderson, all the guys who are top 5 there, are behind him. So Anderson at the moment would be the only driver inside the top 5 in points who would gain on Fisher G at the moment. Lap 22 of 32, caution-free so far here at the Texas World Speedway. 10 laps to go this time by. And I would imagine if we were to get a caution, it would happen during pit stops. Matthew Brown with a great run, but Trey Smith's going to try to the inside. And I think Matthew Brown might get the lead out of all this, but Trey Smith's going to try 3 wide for the race lead. And Turner stuck on the outside. Now the tires are worn, and Turner's getting a pretty good run up there. We'll have to see if he can clear Trey Smith, but Matthew Brown did not get the run through the middle like we've seen in this race. Turner trying to get the push on the outside. He's got him cleared, and he's going to remain in the race lead. Great move by Jesse Turner to stay out front. And right as pit stops begin here at the Texas World Speedway, see someone coming down, Owen Miles, and Turner with a hard left turn down the pit lane. He came down super late. The good thing is the commitment cone is inside the wall, so it's kind of hard to miss it. But that was a very strange decision out of Jesse Turner right there. I'm glad nothing happened that caused an accident, but he made sure he had the race lead before he came down, and he's coming down early. I would imagine this would be an advantage. I have to see what the strategy call is going to be for Turner here. Looks like he's going to take right sides for the moment. I would imagine these guys would take 4 tires. I see Owen Miles taking 2. Contact with Josh Williamson off the pit lane. 2 tire stop for Jesse Turner. Turner's going to get out ahead of everybody else. So Turner wins the race off of those guys. Now the rest of the field coming down. Or most of the rest of the field. Mendez staying out in the number 63. Fisher G also staying out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys have last week in their minds. Want to stay out, possibly get an advantage. Guys like Dale Lightning, Madison Toll, Skylar Perry looking to do that. I think Skylar Perry was one of those guys who took advantage of that last week at Texas. Of course, Chase Marks the winner of that race 1 week ago when we had a caution right in the middle of green flag pit stops. It does appear these are the last 5 guys to come down. And we got these 3 guys here. They all came down at the same time. They're now going 3 wide. That is not what you want to do if you want to catch up to the rest of the field here. And the guy who got off of these guys looks to be Eli Bright. Some damage on Matthew Brown's machine. It's a very tough pit lane. We see a lot of contact on the pit lane here at Texas World. There goes Ace Garcia to the inside of Owen Miles and Jesse Turner, but I don't know if any of these guys are going to beat off Eli Bright. They got a lot of speed. They got a lot of forward speed on these guys. It takes a while for these guys to get up to speed. They're going to both get around Matthew Brown and Trey Smith. It looks like Matthew Brown might be coming down the pit lane again to repair his damage. That's a tough break for Matthew Brown. Had such a good run going for him. And he's going to finish a lap down here at Texas World. Tough break for Andrews Racing. And here we go. Ace Garcia to the inside of Eli Bright for the race lead. Edwin Mendez, actually. I don't think they're going to beat these guys off. Nah, they're not, but they might join this lead battle right here. You're going to see they're going to peek out ahead. Ace Garcia going to get around on the outside, and this might be Garcia's race to lose at this point. I don't know, though. Owen Miles and Jesse Turner are coming fast. They got around Eli Bright, and those 3 guys who came down before anybody else are at the advantage now. Jesse Turner for second on Owen Miles. Great run for the rookie in Owen Miles. And American Motorsports, Trey Wright, the owner of this team. I'm pretty proud of that young rookie right there in Owen Miles. Only his 9th career Napa fan race coming here at Texas World. Trying to get around 2 Napa fan veterans, and Ace Garcia and Jesse Turner. They able to get around. Turner stay ahead of him. Garcia pulling away here, lap 27 of 32 at Texas World. And it looks like we're going to get a caution-free race here today. Owen Miles with a huge run on Adam, or should I say Ace Garcia. Got 2 Garcias in this race. That's messing me up. How about Sebastian Kukulon? He started last for this race, guys, and here he is in the 4th position. Now, Seth Cole went from last to first at Charlotte earlier this season. Jesse Turner, 3 wide for the race lead. Owen Miles had to slip up. He could not make the pass on Ace Garcia. Turner's going to get right behind Adam, or Ace Garcia, I should say. Keep on doing it. I'm sorry, guys. But Kukulon here, going to try to take second away from Turner, but I think Turner's got the run on the outside lane. Fisher G had to check it up through the corner, but Kukulon has a run for second. And Eli Bright's going to make it 3 wide right there for the 2nd position as Ace Garcia continues to pull away in the number 55. Turner on the outside of Kukulon. If Turner can clear Kukulon here, I think Turner's going to have a shot at this race victory, but if not, I think Ace Garcia is going to run away with it. They're still side by side for the 2nd position. The more they stay side by side, the easier it's going to get for Ace Garcia. And the number 55, Turner on the outside of Kukulon. They are still in a side-by-side battle. Turner with a run on the outside. He's been doing a pretty good job in the outside lane in this race here today. They're still not too far behind the 55. Kukulon, however, will take the 2nd position away as Turner falls 3 wide on the outside. 3 laps to go in the BC Rich Guitars 250 for Ace Garcia in the number 55. And Turner really slipping up now. Skylar Perry, Dan Park is up here as well. Great runs for those guys off the pit lane. Dan Park trying to surpass Fisher G and gain some points on him heading into the 2nd half of the season. Eli Bright going for his 2nd, or should I say his 1st, top 10 of the year. Jesse Turner going for his 1st career Turkey Hill Truck Series race victory. But it looks like it's slipping up a little bit for him. Fisher G up to 3rd now. Watch out for the number 43. Kukulon going to move to the inside. They're closing in on Igar Barreto. Barreto lost the draft. They're going to split him for the race lead. And Ace Garcia way up the racetrack as Kukulon tries to move to the inside and take it away. They're coming to the white flag. Next time by here in the BC Rich Guitars 250. And again, Ace Garcia getting stuck behind lap traffic. Kukulon to the race lead in the number 24. Another heartbreak for Ace Garcia, once again getting held up by lap traffic, and here we go. White flag in the air for Sebastian Kukulon in the number 24. Fisher GR points leader, the guy who's 2nd in the points, Dan Park right behind him. Jesse Turner trying to close it in time to have a shot at this race victory. Who's going to win at Texas World? Cuquelon started last here for this race, and he has gone all the way up to the top position here at the end. And only unless something freak happens in these final two corners, Cuquelon is going to be your race winner. Sam Medio's going to hold him up, though. He's going to hold him up. Here comes Fisher G, Dan Park, Jesse Turner with the run as well. Cuquelon to the inside of Sam Medio. That might do it. Will Dan Park get a run? He will not. Sebastian Cuquelon from last to first at Texas World. What a run for Sebastian Cuquelon here today in the BC Rich Guitars 250. He started in the last position, but in the end, he got the most important position of the race, first in the BC Rich Guitars 250. A huge win for Sebastian Cuquelon. Angel Olvera, the owner of this team, they get it done here today at the Texas World Speedway. Oh my. And Ace Garcia has got to be fuming in that race truck. Got held up there by Alexander Rowe. I think it was Alexander Rowe at the end of the race there that blocked him. There was nothing that Rowe could do. Ace Garcia was on the outside there, and that was all there was to it. Jesse Turner got third out of all that. Dan Park got second. Park's going to gain a couple of points there on Fisher G, so it's going to be about 18 points heading into Iowa next week. And of course, we'll show you guys the point standings after the finishing results are complete. A great day for Sebastian Cuquelon. And the number 24, Dan Park, only 0.8 of a second behind him right there. Great run for him. Jesse Turner in the third position. Fisher G, Ace Garcia, Dale Lightning got a great sixth place run. Really didn't see him much of that race. And then the number 5 of Eli Bryce started on the pole, grabbed his first top 10 of the year. Eric Monaco for Otter Island Motorsports came out of nowhere for a top 10 run. Edwin Mendez in the 9th position. Nick Smith with a top 10 finish. Nick Smith started 35th for this race and was able to pull off a top 10 run here today. What a race here at the Texas World Speedway. And that's the second time this season the driver has started in the last position and moved up all the way to the race lead to win the race. It happened at Charlotte. Seth Cole started last in that event and came home with the race victory. Today, Sebastian Cuquelon, just as great of a driver, did the same. And I knew the instant this guy won his first career race last year in the Turkey Hill Series opener at Daytona that he was going to be something else. There are the point standings right there. Fisher G, 18 points ahead of Dan Park, and then 56 behind already. We're only 9 races in already. McAngelo on the Wang will full race behind our points leader, but Dan Park as well is another guy you really have to watch out for this season. Already has won a race at Rockingham. He's won 5 times this year, I do believe. No, he's only won 4 times this year on Napa Fan, but still. He came out of nowhere. Of course, he's been around for a while, kind of came out of retirement. I guess you can say a very long hiatus for that guy, but he has definitely shown he is a strong driver. Cuquelon with this race victory, 59 behind, 4th in the points. Cole Sampson down to 5th in the points with Skylar Perry, Edwin Mendez, Madison Toll, Emily Anderson, and Chase Marks. Rounding out the top 10 in the championship standings. And in the owners, it's still big names racing. CJ Williams. Watch out for the guy who Dan Park drives for, Luke Rainey and Rainey Motorsports, 37 points. You know, it's still a huge points lead for big names, but who knows what's going to happen in the second half of the season, especially when we hit to Iowa. We're going to hit Iowa. We're going to hit that state of Iowa. We're going to head to Iowa for the Casey's General Store 250 laps there around that 0.875 mile racetrack in Newton, Iowa. Going to be a fun one there. I said there was going to be something about a triple truck challenge, and, you know, I never went through with it. I apologize. I hope none of you were paying attention to that because we're not going to do anything along those lines. I don't know what to do. I completely forgot about that, but we had a nice race, so we're going to go with it. Sebastian Kukulon, the race winner here at Texas World, and like I mentioned, next week we're heading to Iowa. Krispy Kreme Series is going to be there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great Saturday. We will see you guys next time at the Iowa Speedway. It's November, and this championship is starting to form up. We're halfway through the season. And we'll have to see who can get the Fisher G, if anybody, by the time we hit the homestead on Christmas Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Sebastian Kukulon. And I will see you guys later.